Deep within a remote and untouched mountain range, where the peaks are shrouded in morning mist and the world feels ancient and unspoiled, lies a place few have ever seen. Here, the air is crisp, and the silence is broken only by the gentle whisper of the wind weaving through the valleys. This is a land where time seems to slow, and the natural world reigns supreme, undisturbed by the rush of modern life. Nestled in the heart of this wilderness is the Whispering Valley, a hidden sanctuary that has been home to the Sona people for countless generations. Their village, a collection of traditional huts crafted from earth and wood, sits quietly among the trees, almost invisible to the untrained eye. The Sona have lived here for centuries, their lives shaped by the rhythms of the land and the wisdom of their ancestors. All around waterfalls tumble down mossy cliffs, their waters sparkling in the sunlight as they feed the streams below. The air is alive with the scent of wildflowers, some known only to this valley, filling every breath with a sense of wonder and discovery. Birds call from the treetops, and the gentle hum of insects creates a symphony that is both soothing and invigorating. The Sona people live in perfect harmony with their surroundings. Their homes, built from the materials of the forest, seem to grow out of the earth itself, blending seamlessly with the dense greenery. Every path, every clearing, and every stone has a purpose, shaped by generations of careful stewardship and respect for the land. From a young age, Sona children are taught to know every stream and tree, to listen to the stories whispered by the wind and the water. Elders gather the young ones beneath the shade of ancient trees, sharing tales of creation, survival, and the spirits that dwell in the valley. Through stories and song, wisdom is passed down, ensuring that the knowledge of the past is never lost. Each day in the Whispering Valley begins with the first light of sunrise. The Sona rise with the dawn, greeting the new day with quiet rituals of gratitude. They move through gentle routines, gathering water, tending to gardens, and preparing food, always mindful of the gifts that nature provides. Their lives are simple, yet rich with meaning and connection. As the sun dips behind the mountains and dusk settles over the valley, a profound stillness descends. The air cools and the mist returns, cloaking the land in a soft, ethereal light. It is a time for reflection, for quiet conversation, and for honoring the day that has passed. Families gather around small fires, sharing meals and stories as the sky darkens. The Sona prepare for night with a deep sense of respect, knowing that the darkness brings its own kind of magic and mystery. They cherish these moments together, strengthening the bonds that hold their community close. When night falls, the Sona honor the world that awakens after dark. They perform ancient rituals beneath the stars, lighting lanterns and singing songs that echo through the trees. These ceremonies, passed down through generations, connect them to their ancestors and to the spirits of the valley, reminding them of their place in the great cycle of life. This tradition shapes their relationship with the darkness and all its mysteries, teaching them to embrace the unknown with reverence and curiosity. In the Whispering Valley of the Sona, every day and every night is a celebration of life, nature, and the enduring spirit of a people who have found harmony in the heart of the wild. As night falls, the Sona village transforms. If anyone must go outside after sunset, they walk backward, never forward into the dark. This is a sacred rule, rooted in ancient belief. The night is a realm for spirits. Humans are only guests. Walking backward shows humility and respect, never rushing into the unknown. The Sona know every path by heart, guiding themselves by moonlight and memory. Children learn this ritual early, moving in groups and calling out gentle guidance. The backward walk is a moving meditation, connecting them to each other and the night. It's a nightly reminder. Wisdom often comes from seeing the world differently. The backward walk is rooted in the legend of the shadow stalkers, spirits who guard the night. For generations, the Sona people have whispered tales of these elusive beings, protectors of the forest who move unseen beneath the ancient canopy. Their presence is felt in the rustle of leaves, the chill in the air, and the flicker of shadows at the edge of the firelight. The shadow stalkers are not malevolent, but they are powerful, and their ways are not meant to be challenged lightly. Long ago, a hunter defied tradition, walking forward into the darkness. He was brave, perhaps too brave, believing that his courage alone could protect him from the unknown. Ignoring the warnings of his elders, he stepped boldly into the heart of the forest, his eyes fixed on the path ahead, determined to prove himself. The spirits, drawn by his gaze, followed him, and in their curiosity, stole his shadow, his memories and spirit. As he ventured deeper, the air grew colder and the silence pressed in around him. The shadow stalkers, intrigued by his boldness, crept closer, invisible but ever present. When he returned, he was changed, his eyes empty, his voice hollow, as if a part of him had been left behind in the darkness. The elders said his shadow, the essence of his being, had been taken by the spirits, leaving him a shell of his former self. Since then, the Sona learned, facing the night is a challenge to its spirits. The elders gathered the people and shared the hunter's fate, warning that the night is not to be confronted head-on. Instead, they taught that humility and respect are the only ways to coexist with the unseen forces that dwell in the darkness. The story became a lesson, passed down through generations, shaping the way the Sona move through their world. Walking backward signals respect, not confrontation. It is a gesture of humility, a way to acknowledge the power of the spirits without provoking them. By turning their backs to the night, the Sona show that they do not seek to challenge or outwit the shadow stalkers, but rather to honor their presence and wisdom. The Sona look to the path already traveled, not the unknown ahead. Each backward step is a reminder of the lessons learned, the ancestors who walked before, and the importance of remembering where one comes from. In this way, the ritual becomes both a spiritual practice and a living history, connecting the present to the past. This ritual is a living lesson in humility and balance. It teaches that true strength lies not in defiance, but in understanding one's place within the greater web of life. The backward walk is performed during ceremonies, dances, and moments of transition, reinforcing the values of respect, unity, and harmony with nature. The shadow stalkers represent the mysteries of nature, powerful, not evil. They are reminders that the world is full of forces beyond human understanding, and that these forces deserve reverence. The masks and symbols used in rituals are not meant to ward off evil, but to honor the spirits and seek their guidance. The backward walk keeps the community safe from spiritual imbalance. It is believed that by retracing their steps, the Sona maintain harmony between the seen and unseen worlds, ensuring that no one is left vulnerable to the curiosity of the shadow stalkers. The ritual is both a shield and a bridge, connecting the people to the spirits who watch over them. It's a reminder to honor forces beyond human control. The offerings made in the forest, the songs sung at dusk, and the careful steps taken backward all serve to express gratitude and humility. The Sona know that their survival depends on living in balance with the world around them, and the backward walk is a daily affirmation of that truth. The story endures, teaching each generation to turn their backs to the night. As children learn from their elders, and families walk together beneath the stars, the legend of the shadow stalkers lives on, a timeless reminder that respect, humility, and reverence for the unknown are the keys to harmony with the world and its mysteries. The Sona people live in a valley where every element of the landscape is believed to be alive with spirit. To them, the trees are not just wood and leaves but ancient guardians watching over the land. The rivers are more than water, they are living veins that carry the valley's memories. Even the wind as it moves through the branches is thought to whisper the voices of ancestors and unseen beings. This deep reverence for nature shapes every aspect of Sona life, guiding their actions and traditions. As night falls, the valley transforms. The Sona believe that when darkness settles, the spirits that dwell in the land awaken and begin to move freely. The world becomes a place of mystery and magic, where the boundaries between the seen and unseen blur. The air feels charged, and every sound carries meaning. The Sona move with heightened awareness, knowing that their actions are being observed by the spirits who share their home. In this sacred time, walking forward is considered disrespectful, as it can startle or offend the spirits. Instead, the Sona walk backward, a gesture that shows humility and respect. This act is not just a ritual, but a way of communicating peaceful intentions to the spirits. By moving backward, they signal that they wish to disturb nothing, to pass through the night as quietly as possible, and to honor the presence of the unseen. The backward walk is performed with great care. Each step is slow and deliberate, the feet barely making a sound on the forest floor. The Sona believe that silence is a form of respect, a way to blend into the natural world and avoid drawing unnecessary attention. It's a silent agreement with the spirits. Move gently, disturb nothing, and you will be safe. The Sona also speak in hushed tones during these nighttime journeys. Their voices are soft, their movements unhurried. Every gesture is measured, every word chosen with care. This quietness is not just for their own safety, but as a sign of deep respect for the spirit's realm. It is a way of acknowledging that they are guests in a world that is not entirely their own. This humility and reverence have tangible rewards. The Sona believe that by honoring the spirits, they ensure the valley's continued prosperity. Their crops grow strong and healthy, the rivers remain pure, and the community is protected from harm. The balance they maintain with the spirit world is reflected in the abundance and safety they enjoy in their daily lives. Walking backward is also a way to connect with the past. Elders and young people alike participate in this ritual, creating a living link to their ancestors. Each backward step is a reminder of those who walked the land before them, a way of honoring the path that has been laid down through generations. The Sona often leave small offerings along the path, flowers, food, or carved stones, as tributes to their ancestors. These acts of remembrance are woven into the ritual, making each journey a tribute to those who came before. The backward walk becomes a moving ceremony, a way to keep the memory of their ancestors alive in every step. For the Sona, this ritual is about more than just avoiding harm. It is a practice of harmony, a way to live in balance with the world around them. The backward walk is a symbol of their commitment to peace, respect, and unity with nature and the spirit world. In every backward step, the Sona weave together the threads of past, present, and spirit. Their ritual is a living tradition, a reminder that every journey is shaped by those who came before, and that true harmony comes from honoring all that surrounds us. Imagine twilight in the Sona village. A family steps out, turning backward into the night. Their pace is slow, senses heightened, every sound, scent, and texture becomes a guide. The person at the back leads, calling out gentle warnings. Trust and interdependence grow with each step. The ritual is a communal dance, reinforcing bonds and mindfulness. As they move, their focus is on what's just past, not what's ahead. The walk becomes a time for reflection and peace. Progress is measured in presence, not speed. The backward journey is a living philosophy. Each step is a celebration of where they've been and who they are. For outsiders, walking backward at night is disorienting and humbling. Fear gives way to trust as a Sona guide leads you, their hands steady and voice calm. You notice the stars, the chorus of insects, the pulse of the forest. The ritual reveals the Sona's respect for the unknown. Walking backward isn't about fear, it's about harmony. It's a lesson in humility, moving gently instead of conquering the dark. The experience builds connection and gratitude. You see the tradition as wise, not strange. The Sona's ancient knowledge lingers with you. Their world leaves you changed, carrying a new respect for their ways. The Sona's backward walk is a lesson in presence and humility. It transforms movement into meditation, valuing the journey as much as the destination. Their tradition honors mysteries instead of conquering them. It's a symbol of humanity's place in a larger web of life. The ritual strengthens community, requiring trust and cooperation. Vulnerability becomes unity, they move as one. The Sona balance progress with reflection, day with night. Their wisdom is about harmony, not rejection of change. It's a timeless lesson for all who seek meaning and connection. Dawn brings relief and renewal to the Whispering Valley. The Sona emerge, facing forward, ready for a new day. Morning is a celebration. Songs, laughter, and gratitude fill the air. Their respect for the night is rewarded with life and light. The cycle of backward and forward walking reinforces the world's balance. Day and night are partners, not opposites. Each sunrise affirms their traditions and care for the land. The morning is peace, a reward for honoring the sacred darkness. The Sona's story reminds us of the beauty and cultural diversity. Their tradition is about respect, humility, and harmony with the earth. Learning from others opens our hearts and minds. The Sona's values, community, reverence, connection, are universal. Their story invites us to reflect on our own ways of living. Understanding begins with curiosity and respect. Let the Sona inspire you to seek wisdom in every culture. Sometimes the most meaningful step forward is a gentle step back.